Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives, Mary Brown confessed to a divide between her and Robyn Brown. Did Robyn ghost Mary? Sister Wives star Mary Brown has stayed mostly quiet about her deteriorating relationship with Robyn Brown, but she recently confessed to there being a divide between the two women. She even claimed that Robyn had ghosted her completely. Things weren't always this way. In fact, Mary, 53, and Robyn, 45, were close once. Mary, Kody Brown's first wife, was the one who introduced Kody to Robyn and encouraged him to court and marry her. Mary claims that although she and Robyn used to be close, they no longer talk much these days. Mary and Robyn's relationship started to fall apart after Mary divorced Kody in 2022. They'd been married for 32 years and had one child together. Mary was the third of Kody's wives to give up on the plural family, following Christine Brown, 52, and Janelle Brown, 55, out the door. Kody and Robyn were in a monogamous relationship when Sister Wives season 19 aired. Mary and Robyn may have been close at one time, but the friendship couldn't survive Mary's and Kody's spiritual divorce. In the end, Robyn stood with her husband, and Mary was on her own. Mary was on Kody and Robyn's team. Mary embraced living a polygamous lifestyle because she believed in living what religious polygamists refer to as the principle. She grew up in the lifestyle, so it was natural to her. It was her faith that kept her trapped in a loveless marriage long after the Sister Wives season 19 star should have walked away. Kody started neglecting Mary years ago and even told her he was no longer attracted to her, but the family started to fall apart long before that. The last few years that the family was together were very contentious, and the Browns tacitly split into two factions. On one side were Kody's second and third wives, Janelle and Christine. On the other side were Kody and Robyn. Mary made the decision to join Kody and Robyn's team and continued to defend and safeguard them long after she ought to have thrown them out. Even before Robyn joined the family, Mary had never been close to Janelle and Christine. Mary was always kind of a loner when it came to her fellow sister wives. In fact, when Mary encouraged Kody to marry Robyn, it felt like she was importing her own ally into the family. For a while, Mary's plan worked, and Robyn was a good pal to Mary. Robyn's support was contingent in the end, and she decided to support her husband instead. Mary doesn't speak to Christine and Janelle. The divide within the Sister Wives family separated Mary from Christine and Janelle, as well as all of their children. Once Mary decided to leave Kody, she was no longer in communication with Janelle and Christine, so she found herself on her own. She stopped seeing any of the Browns, and, with her only child all grown up and living far away, Mary leaned heavily on her friends. Mary even goes on vacation with her friends, and it appears that she has a lot of social events scheduled. For Christine's part, the Sister Wives star has no intention of rekindling the relationship anytime soon. "I haven't talked to Mary or Robyn for years," she told the Rogue Energy podcast in January. "We'll just keep it like that," she added. "I don't need to develop a relationship with them." Christine pointed out that neither Robyn nor Mary attended her wedding. "A great thing about being older when you get married is that you really only have to invite the people that you really want there," she explained. "We really only invited our closest friends to our wedding." Mary addressed the divide between her and Robyn. Mary and Jen Sullivan, her best friend, talked about Mary's relationship with Robyn in a recent People exclusive. "There's so many people that are like she was a fraud, she was a liar, she was manipulating," the Sister Wives season 19 star says of Robyn. Mary admitted that her relationship with Robyn had deteriorated. "We were very close. And then it started, there was a divide," she says. Jen reminded Mary, "She'd act like she was your best friend, and then completely ignore you and hurt your feelings." It sounds like Robyn ghosted Mary after the divorce. Mary seems happy with her friends. By the time Mary walked away from the family, the Sister Wives season 19 star was separated from everyone. She was no longer speaking to Robyn and Kody, and she had already severed ties with Janelle and Christine. Mary has been supported by her close-knit social network, despite the fact that it appeared as though she would be alone. She has a lot of close friends to lean on. Mary recently posted an Instagram video of her Cancun vacation with friends, and she doesn't seem to be missing Kody. Sunshine, friends, and Cancun, a perfect combination for a quick getaway. Mary may have moved on, but she's not completely disconnected herself from the rest of the Brown family. In March 2024, 25-year-old Robyn Brown died tragically. Garrison was Janelle's son with Kody, but Mary had known him all her life. On the first anniversary of Garrison's tragic death, Mary posted a loving tribute on Instagram. 1 year. Forever loved. Always missed. Sweet Garrison, read Mary's caption. She may no longer be a member of the family, but the Sister Wives star hasn't forgotten her past. I've changed my mind. Janelle Brown and Mary Brown finally selling their Coyote Pass parcels is the best possible way for Sister Wives to end. Sister Wives Season 19 has been a major shift for the Brown family, and I've changed my mind because after learning about the resolution to the Coyote Pass drama, I think this could be the perfect place for the show to come to a close. Fans of Sister Wives have been watching and waiting to see if the show will continue in the future throughout Season 19. While there likely isn't going to be any direct resolution about Sister Wives' future until after the current season ends, I've been speculating about the future of the show after Kody Brown's divorces. Kody, who married Mary Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown in the 1990s and proceeded to build a large plural family, has been having a tough time since his relationships began to crumble around him. While Kody is still with Robyn Brown, his marriage to Mary, Janelle, and Christine have all dissolved in recent years, and with the show originally revolving around the successful plural family, things changed quickly. Kody's marriages were just the beginning of his problems, and his family's ownership of Coyote Pass, a large tract of land, has been a problem for a few years. Janelle and Mary of Sister Wives finally sold their Coyote Pass parcels. Although Sister Wives Season 19 has, thus far, spent a lot of time delving into Christine's wedding to David Woolley and their newfound love, the show will be shifting gears in the second half of the season as Mary and Janelle deal with selling their pieces of Coyote Pass. While Kody and Robyn have ownership of the biggest pieces of the land, Mary and Janelle had both invested in the land as well, hoping to build homes when the family was still together and functioning. Janelle and Mary's land has been weighing them down as things have fallen apart. After years of turmoil, it was recently reported that Janelle and Mary have finally sold their parcels of Coyote Pass after Kody made it deeply complicated for them to do so. While Kody has denied involvement in trying to keep his ex-wives from selling their pieces of the land, it's been clear that something is stopping the pair from moving forward with their transaction. Janelle and Mary both have different motivations for wanting to sell their parcels, but now that they've done so, they're likely going to open up about the experience, including the family drama, either online or on-screen. Janelle has been open about financial struggle. Throughout the last few seasons of Sister Wives, Janelle and Mary have both been more open about their lives outside of their marriages to Kody than ever before. Janelle made it clear that there was more going on between her and her long-term husband than meets the eye when she was struggling with the decision of whether or not she wanted to leave Kody and the plural Brown family behind. Janelle had disclosed that she had been experiencing some strain with Kody for quite some time, despite the fact that the couple had been through a particularly vicious argument at the time of their separation. Kody and Robyn's relationship came into the forefront and took over the Brown family during the COVID-19 pandemic, when Kody stopped rotating a schedule of visiting his wives and hunkered down at home with Robyn. Janelle experienced unprecedented financial stress as a result of Kody's decision to forego his other marriages, despite the fact that he had previously been dealing with his relationships in a slightly more orderly manner. Janelle shared that she'd tied up all of her money into Coyote Pass ahead of the pandemic, and after her argument with Kody sparked consideration of divorce, she was terrified she'd come out of a split with nothing. Mary is investing in her upcoming endeavors. Even though the amount of money Mary put into Coyote Pass may not have been as much of a financial burden for her, she still had a lot of her money tied up in the land. Mary, who chose to move to Parowan, Utah in order to help grow her businesses and aid in the restoration of her bed and breakfast, has been isolated from the rest of the family for the last few seasons of Sister Wives. While her relationship with Kody has always been deeply complicated, Mary's ability to successfully fend for herself has never been something that's called into question. Instead, Mary's independence has been something that's caused her to struggle in her relationship with Kody and Robyn, who have both seemed like they need her far more than she needs them. Understanding that Mary and Kody's marriage is over, she's been doing a great job at forging ahead with her new projects like her platform, Worthy Up. Mary, who's promised to share her truth about her marriage to Kody and their difficulties in the future, has invested herself into her passions, and deserves to be able to move forward with them without the financial and mental strain she's faced. Sister wives may end with the family finally financially disconnected. As the final sale of Mary and Janelle's Coyote Pass parcels have finally been reported, it's clear that both of them want to move forward after the transaction with a clear head. Mary and Janelle may have different end goals surrounding the sale, but the freedom they surely feel after selling the land and recouping their funds likely can't be matched. While they were likely both happy to have sold the land, it could be bittersweet considering that part of their lives has now come to an end, which changes the perspective of the sister wives' family in some ways. Although Mary and Janelle may be facing different levels of financial difficulty, the pair have been doing everything they can to move forward into the next chapters of their lives, respectively. As the pair finally put Coyote Pass to rest, it seems like the perfect way for sister wives to come to a close. Now that the family is entirely untangled from one another and has moved into a new space without responsibility for one another, it seems like the series is on the back burner for the former Brown family. Sister wives might end naturally in the end. Sister wives Janelle Brown's dream home coming soon, video. Since she split from Kody, sister wives star Janelle Brown continues to inspire a lot of people with her strong personality. She complained about Kody's unequal division of the Coyote Pass, which forced her to hire lawyers to rectify the situation. It was recently reported that Janelle finally got her part of the parcel, and that the Browns eventually sold the entire property. It is expected to be the main focus of the second part of season 19. But it seems Janelle has already made significant progress toward her dream home after selling the land. Keep reading to see her exciting post. Sister wives, the Browns sold the Coyote Pass. According to reports, the Brown family just sold the Coyote Pass property for over $1 million. The majority of the sister wives' family signed off on the agreement to sell the land in January, with Robyn being the last holdout. Sources said that 4 family members have sold the land for $1,500,000, a $680,000 profit. Christine won't take part in the division as she already sold her parcel to Kody for $10 following their split. Kody's dream of bringing his family closer together has been over since Mary, Janelle, and Christine left the family. But since leaving Kody, the 3 ex-wives have thrived in life. Janelle even announced that her dream home is finally coming to fruition. Details about Janelle's dream house coming soon. In a social media post, Janelle Brown shared a clip from her land in North Carolina that recently got staked, which is the initial process before building a house. According to the Sister Wives star, her home is finally coming to fruition, and the building should start soon. She's also expecting the house to be done by the holidays. Janelle added that she'll be living across Maddie and Caleb's property and will have a big covered front and back porch. She continued, "Bring on evenings in a porch swing, with required screens for bugs in the summer, LOL." Many fans celebrated Janelle's latest milestone. Some also got emotional on finally seeing Janelle build her own home after renting for many years. Sister wives, Janelle Brown has moved around. Janelle Brown has already hinted at her major house project earlier this month. She uploaded a clip featuring her final haul in Flagstaff. The Sister Wives actress claims that she has been planning the final move, but a number of events and other activities with her children have halted the move. "I was waiting for a window of time and whether to bring this last load," she continued. With the family wedding in SLC last week, and needing to pick up a few things from Hunter's place in Vegas this past week was the week. When Robyn entered the family back in 2010, Mary was not only open to the idea, she was instrumental in making it happen. As Kody Brown's first wife, Mary was the one who introduced Robyn to Kody, helping forge a connection that would lead to Robyn becoming the 4th wife in their plural marriage. At the time, this seemed like a bold and generous act. Mary was giving her husband permission, even encouragement, to court another woman. But beneath the surface, it may have been about more than just living the principle. Mary had long struggled to form deep bonds with her fellow sister wives, Christine and Janelle.